Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Meta HSC. This is week 3 of Valorant, and of course, we have another match for you. But before we do, gotta say, we have to give a massive shout out to our sponsor. And so our sponsor, Torrens University Australia. Each year, Torrens University launches the Bright Awards. The Bright Awards are for year 10 to 12 design students, giving you a chance to showcase your design skills to industry professionals. So if you're into the game, character art, graphic design, 3D design, animation, or motion design, for example, take a look because you can win $1,000 and $3,000 for your school. Imagine winning 3K for your meta team to get new facilities, new computer people, text only, call to action, CTA, to check Discord post for link. So hopefully you can learn how to put the best intro together at the design school holiday workshops. Take a look into the chat and register. Make sure you do that. And that's it from Torrens University Australia. And so with that being said, has that is Slim, please give us a breakdown onto this second match.
Yes, well, if you missed the first one at least, St Andrews Christian Regional, St Andrews coming up top 13-11 on split. And as we come into this one, it's got Elwood College and Brookside College going into this one on Haven. Should be a very nice map. The players in the lobby are just starting to lock in a few picks. And, you know, we've got the classic 3-site map, the ABC. The one difference between Valorant and CSGO, I would say, you know, they've got a map. Look, it's got 3 sites. That's crazy. I mean, there are some slight other differences, but that would take too long to explain. But, I mean, Amp, after that first one, I don't know how Elwood and Brookside can top this one. Unless, of course, we go to overtime. We've gotten a couple of 13s levels. We've gotten a couple of close games. Still hasn't been an OT yet. But maybe this one's on the cards here as we look at a few of the picks starting to go in there. We've got a Jet. We've got... Oh, so this is interesting. I'm seeing 3 duelists being locked in on the attacking side.
Nothing wrong with that.
That is very interesting. Well, okay, 3. Then there's a possibility of a 4th. There is no way. What am... Alrighty, so this is... this is something. Yeah, the Brookside College guys have locked in 5 attackers.
Nothing
and
wrong
they are
with
starting
that.
on the attacking side, so you know what? It can work. It can work indefinitely.
Oh dear.
Also,
well, hey,
shout out to my boy Crash OBS who's spam the chat saying I'm handsome. Please.
You are
handsome, Crash. As is Amp. As is everyone. You're all very handsome individuals. But this could be a fun little map right here. 5 attackers for the side of Brookside College. I mean, look, they're on the attacking side, so if it works, Amp. But call me a skeptic. I just don't know how this is going to last long term with this one. But hey, you know, what could go wrong?
Well, nothing can go wrong right now, but as I'm quickly being called to a production, I do have to leave you alone for a quick 2 minutes. So, please take them away, as we are going to appreciate your handsome voice as well.
Well, that is a shame, Amp, that you have to depart for a few minutes there. But that's all good, guys. You got me as a solo cast. Does a few things on the old sword out. The map is just starting to load in. It'll be here, you know. It'll come in at any time. And there we go. Alrighty. Ready to almost get this one underway. On the attacking side of things, we have the side of Brookside College. Elwood College are on the defensive, the DN squad. That stands for something. Couldn't tell you what. As we get ready to take this one underway, Mr. Temple, of course, being the observer tonight. If you're thinking, man, this is some great observing. Do hit up in Temple. Well, you know, there's a Crash OBS in Discord as well. Both are very good observers. Give them a kiss on the cheek for me. As we look at these buys coming into this one, a couple of Ghosts, a couple of Sheriffs, Classics half hour for Albedo, Goblin and Rodin are going to be on the Frenzies. And we are ready to get this one underway. So 5 attackers here for Elwood as they look to get some stuff done. And Willis is going to get this one early as Rodin's going to be spotted out as he pulls back from that 8-lane position. The flash out will force them off that push early going into this one. But they are really looking to just jump towards this A side. Goblin going to put down Martini though as they continue towards this one here. And Rodin puts away Nolo. Now holding this one down perfectly. Arcorp's down one, but that's all he's going to find. As Rodin and Goblin shut it down 2 apiece on the A side. The 5 attackers don't particularly work out in that instance. The rush did not go to plan there, and it's a nice start there for the boys over on Elwood as they take that one down. buy-up will come through. Meanwhile, for Elwood, unfortunately, well, I should say, sorry, for Brookside, unfortunately, it's just going to be the classics available. Still, something they could still do with it. They've got the speed, and actually, Aqua 26 is looking to possibly go a little buy up there. He was thinking about it. I saw that gun, but he's going to sell at the last second. And this time, looks like the seaside is where they might be heading, and it's going to be Sholter up and above. He's going to grab that first one there nicely. Alberto's already putting a paramin towards that mid side as well. They're pushing right on him. And they're also going to get some location revealed as Alberto getting that health back as well. Already in this 5v3 situation, they're just coming from all angles, all sides. Actually going to be shut down. Jack finds two. Alberto finds, Alberto finds himself one nicely at the end there. And a 2-0 start. Almost flawless from the first couple, but now the full buy can come in at least here. The guys over on the side of Brookside. Meanwhile, it's just the guns pretty much saved over in the last round. Some frenzies. A nice little judge. They look to try and get themselves a 3-0 start. Meanwhile, there's some Bulldogs out and about. So, well, I mean, Akrod can go for the full buy of a Vandal Fountain, but he's decided, I'm feeling like it's going to be a Bulldog kind of day. Well, let's see how things come together at Amp. Oh, he's returned, the big man. Have you sorted things out?
I have sorted things out, and don't you worry, I have not even left my screen when I saw it. And yeah, what a fast start. And so, no waifu, no lifu. As he quickly pushes through, he still lives with that early aggression.
I'm taking some early jab attempts. Alberto's going to stick down even towards sewers. He will get one. Akron already there. A huge start in this round on the bonus for the guys over on the side of Elwood College. And Goblin looks down at the Bulldog and decides, I don't really want that. Almost shoots his teammate in the back of the head there. There's one thing good about Valorant. There is no team damage, so you can't particularly be killing anyone in that situation. Still, all three players available here for the side of Elwood. They start their pushing towards the B side. Spike should be able to go down, although we'll come in a bit late from Wells. He starts his rotation in, but they've managed to get themselves on here. And we'll leave it in a 3v4 retake. Oh, no, it isn't, because Jack's just found himself one there. Will is going to go down, and now Waifu has to hold up close. Location is going to be revealed. They do have at least one going there low, but Parrot's going to go the first one, do a Jack with the trade, and while Parman is going to find himself a couple, that's not going to be enough, and that is going to be a beautiful start here. 3-0 for the side of Elwood, and unfortunately, I don't think this is looking too fancy, this full attacking squad at the moment.
Oh my goodness. Hey, look, at least they got a plant, right? I mean, they were trying to get themselves in. They were trying to get a reset. So, as we had the Spectre and the Stinger accompany it, this will be a very interesting and yet quick round. I think their current meta strategy is just to go in fast and try to swing this through. But Albedo is just going to deny that. There's going to be the rest coming through, just barely missing it. The angle is good. Albedo's going to get another one. And that is the power of a Vandal coming in. And there's going to be the all invested 4-on-2 situation. The attacking side slowly being called towards that A side. And I'm not sure how much they can get done right now.
He's going to spot a couple up there, heads around, but he's going to have to fight the angle. The A side also, but take him out here. There's an opportunity to try and get this one down. Spike will be planted. They don't know that he's on the side already. Will's going to be caught completely off guard as Goblin puts him away. Now it's all down to Parmesan. He's going to have to find himself four here. Finds one nice with a headshot rings true, but Goblin is there for the retrade, and there is a 4-0 start for the guys over on the side.
The spike is diffused.
Of Elwood College, yep. I mean, look, that round not going in. They only had the one sort of up there from Parmesan, and everyone else saved what they could in Essential. They will be able to get some full buys back in. Aquan really does like himself the Bulldog, as it was Will. It's an interesting one, because I'll be honest, not a fan of the Bulldog. I mean, it's not the worst weapon going around. I'd say the Spectre's bloody spray can be an absolute disaster to try and deal with sometimes, but the full buy will come in. Also with the Guardian, it looks like, as well. As the guys over here on the side of Elwood just continue to build themselves up and look to try and find themselves a fifth here.
Oh dear. Right now, Brookside, you know, obviously having the time of their life onto the defense. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about all the 5 attacking agents coming straight in. The Bulldog onto the side. They're gonna try to force a play into the mid. I mean, I'm all for it if we can get Euro activated and get something, but as the step up, Mr. Martini gets put down by Duel for Jack. And at the same time, there's nothing that's going to be faking anyone out into the B, because when you attack, you need a lot more smokes. You need the flash, but if all 5 agents is going in blind, no smoke, no Phoenix coming in to invest, it means that that's just pure like fakery.
Well, Parmesan had somehow gotten towards heaven. I have absolutely no idea how that happened, but still on the side. He's found Will. Spike's been stopped, and now they can start the retake back in. Roden's found another. He hasn't been cleared out from sewers there, and while Palmer's up and towards heaven, found a couple. It's going to be Roden just shutting them down on towards the side, and now Parmesan left the 1-3 angle being held by Schultz here, and a 5-0 start here for the side of Elwood College Amp. And I got to say, Parmesan was pretty nice getting that flank in through the A side, because they went through main, got in completely unaware. Jack was just thinking, where the hell did that come from? Unfortunately, in doing so, they didn't clear out sewers, and Roden just completely deletes the rest of his side. And, well, 5-0 start, 3 players yet to get themselves on the scoreboard. Don't know if this 5-man attacker strat is working out at the moment, but look, there's still 7 rounds in the half. I'm optimistic.
Yep, absolutely optimistic. Right now, it's like the attacking side, Elwood is like really trying to get something through, but they're being forced by a whole round worth of Disney and Japanese manga characters coming in. You know, we've got Overlord coming in, we've got Ratatouille playing to the sewers, really putting this into perfection. The scan also identifies where the bulk of the force is going to be. Goblin is just trying to set this one up, get this cover, just trying to get a little bit more information, deter them around. And right now, Goblin has spotted one, quickly takes a few taps in, but nothing really substantial. At the same time, knows that there's going to be a potential duel into the mid. Albedo, all 1 health. Obviously, we're going to have Roden execute the 2 onto the side.
And the flank from behind will find a couple as Mr. Martini will pop the old Empress ult. Vito's got to be careful up and towards heaven. He's got absolutely no health available, so he's just going to be trying to see if he can stop the spike plan, if anything. Doesn't have ult available. Oh, Sheldon with the operator, spots the first, can't quite find them, but in doing so, has got that flank for Albedo to jump on down and grab himself a nice one with the nades. Will Goblin
30 seconds left.
Get this behind 28 seconds. He has the speed to get over towards that C site. So there's the opportunity there. Ultimate is available as well, 22 seconds, but check just that one there. Again, back with the speed. He should be able to get this spike planted. 1v5, 1v3 situation. An opportunity. Also ult available as well if he wants to use it. They need to try and find a round here. Do the guys over on the side of Brookside College.
Here it goes, 3-1 opportunity here for the retake. I mean, this should be quite easy because they do have the server on as well. They're just playing with their food. It's like he didn't even get a chance. And so, here comes the defuse. Both sides is pretty much healthy in terms of ult. Mr. Martini's Empress popped early, so it means that it's not going to be into the next one. But at the same time, if you are here hoping that the attacking side is going to be able to mount any form of offense correctly, this might be the one. I mean, this is the one where they pop everything in order to battle and have the greatest enemy battle all the way through. But at the same time, it's going to be 4-1. Parmesan is going to be relying on the good old knives. It's a 4-1 quad power. I'm not sure what we're staring into right this second. But yeah, a possibility at maybe getting the one back onto the board.
Get out of my way!
Shall do with the operator out early. Won't hit that shot. Force back with the teleporters. Akrod's going to go in with the old dimensional drift. Try and find a couple here. And he will find Roden close. Whether or not he gets away from the side. He's in a really awkward position. Shalty meanwhile has found Will. Oh no! The knives here don't hit, but Akrod and Martini bring it back. And they've got themselves an opportunity here. Martini peeking on out. Shelty, the edge of there, can't quite hit the shot. And now he's in a bit of trouble because they know of his location. Can't get a teleport away though, but Parmesan has pushed way through that A main position. And a 4v1. And now Goblin with it all to do. He's been spotted. Does find the first nice one. That can't at all. Goblin. 2 absolutely nutty shots right there. Our 1v2 situation. There is a chance he can get this imp.
Well, I was about to say, the worst thing that can happen right now is a possible Goblin attack right here. And so, he's going to try to enable this round. There's going to be a play. The timing is good. But the time is not on his side as he plays for the anti-flash. He scores the one, but no waifu. No waifu is going to put him away for good measure. There is not going to be a 13-0 at this second. There is going to be one onto the attacking side. So Elwood College is going to be very happy picking up that one round. And hopefully they can continue through as Jack is going to pull out the almighty.
Well, there we go. 6-1. The 13-0 has been what's been gotten rid of. So there's one round on the board. Maybe this is where it was. The attacking strat starts halfway into the first half. And here we go. Shalty with the operator out towards long. And Parmesan just completely deletes him. And now the seaside is open to push in. They've still got control in towards that other side there. And location. Dart Goblin will do a jack. The trades come back in 4v3. Parmesan's doing work once again. And Mr. Martini deletes Albedo as he tries to push in towards the site. 3-2. Minute left on the clock. Spike still needs to be planted. An opportunity for this to come through. Parmesan puts it down, and now Rodent can also do it for Jack. Need to find themselves three to get this one back. Will touch in the corner towards the back. Parmesan still hanging around while the side. Mr. Martini looking back towards that long position. Rodent's made his way slowly in here, and I think he might have been spotted in that direction. He's been knocked up as well. Parmesan looking to go around for the peak, and it's absolutely perfect. Looking for three. Can't find the board. The Jack finds two. Is still an opportunity up here. Will tucked in towards the corner. Shock Dart goes out. They might land near him as well, and it's going to be a 11v1 situation. Finds him, and oh no! The spray misses. Will connects, and it's a second round on the board to finish that one there. Oh, well, it looked like the round was done when Parmesan found his fourth, or it was almost his third there, and then all of a sudden, bang. Jack finds two immediately. Thankfully for the side of Elwood, it is going to be Will to close that one out, and they've got two in a row.
That's what I was talking about. You get a little bit of advantage, you get the completion, and then you might be able to get a lot more going for your team, even if you're stacking as all attackers. It's just that it's Jack's moment to shine was denied, and here we go. Roto onto the side. Does have the judge. They don't check him. They don't have the. Oh, that's one down. Swings out. Not enough, and Akrod is going to put him down, but at the same time, they know there's a possible A, and they've already called him to the side. There's going to be a flank possibility to get a big playthrough, and now we will see what they can get, but it's Mr. Martini! Oh, the trade could have been a lot more.
Oh, there, Will with the trade back in, but Albedo from that
down.
And there, Will down Akrod. 2v2 situation, Spike still down on the ground. Albedo's got himself in towards the site. Doesn't know if Will's in this position, but absolutely deletes him there. And then, well, no waifu, no waifu. Gonna have to find himself two in this situation. No ult available. Gets the flash out early there. It's a Spike Sydney to seek. And Albedo, he has his ultimate. Puts him down to 22. We'll be able to get that heal up with that Molotov at his feet. And now they're all aware of his situation. 69 HP. He swings on out. Albedo's down 28 seconds. But is he ready for Goblin up top? He's not. He's found himself 12. And it's a 7-2 at the moment. They get the refrag back in there. And, well, a tight round now. But in the end, it's closed out as it should have been. Probably in a few other ones. Also, I have to make an apology because I thought it was Crash Mr. OBS spamming my name at the start of this game. It was actually Shay. I just saw red and I saw Crash was red before and I didn't read it, so yes. Shout out to Shay Pug if she's still in chat.
Oh, man. Well, I was thinking, I was like, I didn't see Crash in the chat, but hey, here we go, another round. There's the jiggle. There's the tour de force. You are not allowed to jump through that one more time. And so, yeah, Shaltier is just going to be holding the angle. Parmesan slowly coming in with a blaze, trying to get a reset. Does not see Goblin to the side as the Odin spray into the far distance. It's going to make a loud bang, loud noise. Oh, it's not enough to finish, but Albedo is going to quickly go through. There's going to be the trade for Jack. Oh, and Goblin falls eventually to Parmesan. We will yoink that weapon. Thank you very much.
4v3. Starting to just work back into these rounds here, but Schultz here. Ackrod's going to be put down towards that C long position. Going to force that rotate of the spike there from Will. Parmesan, haven't killed so far. Only on the 7 HP on this round here. Start to make their way up towards B. Elwood Jack, though, is in a position to shut this one down. All starts to come down to timing, who picks who first, and Jackie's just holding that angle, but all the dart comes out. The timing here, he still just gets it. Parmesan, if he has the HP, he probably gets that, but now Jackson in awkward position. He will be put away by Mr. Martini. 2v 26 seconds, but Schultz here. Will's going to fall, and now it's all left to Mr. Martini, tucking towards the side. He's got 2 positions that have been watched from both there. Tries to take that one, but Schultz puts them down. And 8-2, back out to a 6-round advantage here, Ampton. Well, for the guys over on the side
I can buy for you. My treat.
of Brookside, you know, 8-2. It is still, Chayam, you can make this an 8-4 half. I just don't know how it's going to work on the defensive side of things.
I think we're all waiting for the second half of this match. The gap is obviously not within their favor. And so, as we have the final 2 rounds being played out, this is a round of eco on Elwood. And Elwood, they are going to be quickly getting the finger laser. But Albedo instantly shuts them down. Makes the Overlord very, very happy. At the same time, in getting the heal, there is going to be a lot more. The denial. Oh my god, turn around. What is the sensitivity?
Yeah. I guess that kind of works. No waifu and waifu. We'll put away Jack as well as he starts to rotate behind. There's a chance to get away from this one. No waifu, no waifu. Make that 3 on the trot. And all of a sudden, this is back into a 2v2 situation. Counter with the operator out. Rodent. With his one here, but they're still going towards the A site. And that's
Spike down.
later after because both players still reside. As Schultz here puts down the final 2, and it's 9 on the board.
Last round in
One
the
round
half.
left in the half. We'll come back in here. The guys over on Elwood, but I should say for Brookside, Elwood, I mean, they've got credits all around they can share, and 2 ults available as well. Goblin do it Jack if they want to put those ones into appearance, but Amp, 9-2. 9-3 is a possibility, and then there's the curse, so still could be something happening in this one, but at the moment, it has mostly been the side of Elwood running the show on this defensive side.
Oh, here we go. Opening instantly. No weapon, no life is going to get the one, but Goblin's going to be traded. But Albedo is going to quickly satchel push into this. That's a nice little bit of play, but here comes Hunter Spirit trying to get this one through. Akrod instantly has to back off, trying to find a different position. It has been spotted. There is going to be the hunt, and that is just too good. Mr. Martini is just going to be the one to feel the wrath. Going back into what you're saying, I think the only curse that's going through is Albedo's desk, because I'm pretty sure he tried his best to swing onto the last one, but there's probably too many things onto the side. As we enable a possible plan onto A, 9-3 could be a possibility. You just need to give Mr. Martini a chance in order to rise up.
Well, spike down. They've got themselves set up in towards the side, both in towards heaven, almost actually, one under heaven. Would have been interesting to see Mr. Martini as a Rainer run his way up there, but they do have heaven control. If they can hold that one down, that's going to be huge. Parajan, the blinds go down there. Martini can hold that one down, but Jack finds the first, and Schultz here puts away Parmesan, and it's going to be a 10-2 half to finish us here. And it will be Elwood needing just 2 on the attacking side, 3 on the attacking side of things, I should say, to close this one out. But, well, Amp, this is where the attacking players now shine. Because you look at this now, you've got a Jet, you got the Yoru, you've got a Raze, you've got a Neon. I mean, all of these playing together on a defensive side, I think is pretty much the perfect play. You've got smokes that last for a second, you've got a Molotov, you got a couple of good flashes, and you've got a character that just is speed. I mean, how are attackers supposed to hit someone they can't even see?
Well, you know, a lot of other games out there, the best offensive, it's always going to win out. So even if they go on the defensive, they're going to go onto the offensive, right? So the best defensive is the perfect offense right there. So I am speed, and my flashes shall end your misery right up, and we're gonna push you out as they are very spread out. This is gonna be a stack coming into the garage, trying to find something into the C. The conversion is right there. Will goes down, so no more speed, and there is gonna be a plan very soon.
Albedo puts away no waifu.
One enemy
No
remaining.
waifu. No, Jack's just found himself 3. They have just decimated the defensive side. And now Akrod, well,
Cutting through.
time to do a bit of a rotation towards the C side. There is actually no one here. Oh, I was thinking for a second, maybe no one just goes back to C. They go searching. That would be rather humorous. Akrod, well, now he's been spotted. He's not going to get anything done there. As Goblin will finish it, 11-2. Now, I don't want to sound pessimistic. I like, to give a bit have faith in teams and, games going on for a certain period. But I think this one, and you can call me out if you think I'm wrong, it might be reaching its logical conclusion as the buy comes in from that round here for the guys over on the side of Elwood. 11-2. They need 2 more rounds. And Brookside have sort of forced a few with the players into this, and they've only got 1 towards C as well. Well, I mean, 2 close for a retake, but they're not in a good way.
Good way. And so as a satchel jump into that, all the shots taken was potatoed out. Albedo gets an edge to quickly walk into this one. That could have been dangerous, but Albedo still untouchable as it's going to be 2 for 1, 3 for 1 trade into the 2. Currently, Mr. Martini gets the heal, gets the reset, but no waifu, no lifu right now. Trying to find something. Empty shots, and that is going to be a miss as well. Last one standing. Mr. Martini, please get something right now. Oh no, they're gonna come for the spike. Oh, they're gonna go. Oh! There's the one. Gets the reset.
This is a possibility at 1v3 knife fight if he gets the angles, but Goblin's having no. I mean, I think it's a bit unfair. I really thought they should have just gone the one-on-one. Give the chance there to Mr. Martini to maybe get it done, but they both collapse on him, and that's always going to be difficult as we get into a 12-2 now, and what possibly is the last round of this game. And I mean, look, the buy's in. The buy is in on the defensive side. The buy is in on the attacking side. So there's plenty to work with on both ends. What happens remains to be seen, but here we go. Elwood and Brookside, is this the last dance in this final round here? Parmesan have something to say about it, or maybe in voice chat, but definitely not in the game, and will not be joining him now as Do It For Jack finds himself his 19th. Albedo just pushing onto the side. Oh, dear, he finds that one there, and oh, Goblin finishes it.
Attackers win.
Oh, that was, well, a flawless to finish, and that is done. 13-2, and that's not giving a lot of hope to the full attacker strat, I will say, as Elwood get the job done there. 20 kills for Mr. Do It Jack, 17 for Albedo. Goblin finished with 16, 10 to Sheltier, Roden with 9. On the other side of things, Parmesan with 11, 8 to Mr. Martini, no lifu with 7, Aqua 26 with 6, and Will finish with 3.
Oh dear.
It was a game. It was a game of Valorant.
It was a game of Valorant. That is a classic Spike Rush format, if I have to say so myself. That was no bars held on either side. And obviously, Elwood College going down 13-2 right now is not the best of examples of a standard Valorant match, but it was nevertheless entertaining. We do have the MVP. It is going to go to Jack, who has been very, very vocal about the push or to attack, being massive clutches, minus the 1. KDA on 28 and 7. Eco rating is not as high as Albedo, but at the same time, lots of plays, lots of, great angles into being able a shutdown into the information play. Very close to Albedo. And I think if, Jack, if he did slump 1 or 2 rounds, would have went to Albedo, who has been a very stellar performer as well for the side of Brookside College. And so, it looks like Jack will be joining us for the interview, which will give us some insight on what his stat is going to be. And Jack, how are you doing?
I am doing great, thank you.
So, I mean, you go into that one, you see the lock-ins of 5 duelists on one side. Were you scared? Because I think everyone in chat was just like, "Oh, how are they going to do
Yeah,
this?"
we were pretty scared. I mean, they could have been demons and just like run us down every round.
Absolutely. I think it's also very safe to assume that there was a few rounds where the clutches, all cameras focused on you. Were you at any moment feeling like all the flames were coming onto your shoulders and you felt like you were approaching ascendance in the place?
I think we had a couple of missed call-outs from our team, which kind of threw us in the gutters a little bit, but we managed to come back. It was pretty intense though.
Yeah, no, I could see that there was definitely some sweats coming. I mean, they got those 2 rounds in a row. All of a sudden, everyone was thinking, "Oh, 8-2, this can start turning around very quickly."
Yeah.
But you guys held it very nicely down in defense, and then the attacking side doing that one as well. And I guess you play those kind of ones, it's where it's a bit of a stomp, but in the same eye of things, I mean, it's all just good practice in a sense, even if it's a quick game because I mean, I don't know if you watched the first game, but there certainly are some very decent teams still left in the Victorian side of things that you
Yeah.
guys will probably have to go up against.
They had some good rounds, that team. Like by all means, they were pretty good players. I think we just managed to get the better of them with the better team comp, I think.
We agreed right there. I think out of nowhere, that could just be one of those, long cons that they throw all around to make sure that they go to the lower bracket, or they give a mask a little bit of a shade into their real strategy, and then they come out and pops off. That could definitely be it. But before we do conclude the play interview, congratulations for taking today's MVP and also today's play and win. Do you have any last words, some shout outs for anyone out there?
I want to shout out to all my Valorant friends that are watching. We got like Sol, Cameron, Matt, Maddie, everyone. Sorry, anyone I didn't mention, but thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Good to have him in there. That was Mr. Jack of the winning side that over that game there, as it was the boys over on. Oh, I should say, sorry. Oh, bit of a yawn there on the side of Elwood College. Get the job done against Brookside. That's nothing to do with the game. I'm just tired. Also, I'm going to say hi to Shay in chat because I missed it the first time. She's back again. Hello, Shay. Nice to see you. Keeping the chat moving very nicely. And so everyone else in chat as well. Hope you are enjoying this evening's games. A 13-11 to start, a 13-11 to second. But we're not done with yet. We've still got one more game to go this evening, and I believe it's going to be a pretty good one. The Glen Waverley Secondary College boys up against the Lakeview Senior College.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we've seen the Glen Waverley boys on like the supporters when they get in the chat. It can get pretty wild in there.
Well, hey, look, if you were, opened with our banger of a match from the 5 p.m. session and then you were entertained by the 6 p.m. session, I can guarantee the 7 p.m. is going to be an absolute closer. So don't go anywhere. Please follow twitch.tv/MetaHSE and MetaHSE2, where we'll be bringing you the latest of Valorant, League of Legends, and of course, Rocket League. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.